It's puppy season. Do you have a Wiggly puppy? Is it hard to get their harness on? Have no fear, because today I'm gonna show you how to get a harness on a Wiggly puppy while simultaneously teaching them to love their harness. Hi, I'm Laura from Doggy U, and I'm a certified guide dog mobility instructor, service dog trainer, and trick trainer. Harnesses can be a great option for a puppy that doesn't quite know how to walk on a leash yet. They're also the perfect tool to pair with a long line for decompression walks. But sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge to get them on a puppy if they're still a bit of a squirmy worm. While I have an entire video on teaching your puppy to load themselves into the harness, even for dogs that are sensitive to equipment, which I'll link up in the description, that training can take a little bit of time, and in the meantime, you just need to get your harness on. One thing that can really help is to use a platform to help keep your puppy's feet still. But if you don't have a platform, here's what you can do. First, choose a harness that doesn't cut across your puppy's shoulders and limit their movement. I try to avoid harnesses that your dog has to step into because they're really challenging to put on. Instead, I like to use the balance harness with young puppies or any dog that doesn't like things going over their head, as it has a buckle on the neck loop so you don't even have to put it over their head. I also like some of the rough wear harnesses because they don't restrict shoulder movement and are nicely padded. You can find my favorite harnesses linked down in the description below. But do you have a favorite harness that I didn't mention? Make sure you put it down in the comments so that I can check it out. Okay, so now it's time to grab a handful of your puppy's kibble and your harness in the other. And I'm gonna walk you through how to put this harness on stress-free using my friend Eve and her little puppy Bixby as an example. First, we do a few reps of just feeding the puppy through the neck loop so he gets used to putting his head through. And hey, if you think Bixby is the most adorable little golden, head on down and boop that like button so that you're letting this service dog and training team know that you're rooting for them. After a few reps of feeding through the neck loop, on the fourth rep, we slip the harness over and do a cookie scatter on the ground in front of the dog. As they pick up each individual cookie off the ground, we simply clip the harness on both sides and voila, good to go. Alternatively, you can use a licky mat to keep the dog stationary while you clip the harness on. I'll link those down in the description too. Either works really well for young Wiggly puppies. And the nice thing is that with either method, you're building value and creating a positive association with putting the harness on. Pretty soon, your puppy will come running as soon as you hold up their harness. And hey, once you've gotten your puppy into your harness, it's time to start leash training. So if you need a little extra help with your leash training, I've put a playlist of all my favorite loose leash walking videos right here that you can check out right now. You all have an awesome day and happy training.